Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Thanks for stopping by. Today I have the last collection video in this series of my entire collections. Today I have for you all of my tools and embellishment tools that I use to get my coloring pages done in a very quick and efficient way. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. All right, guys. So in this video, you will see all of my washi tapes, all of the blender pencils and pencil sharpeners and stickers and stencils and just all the little embellishments that I have to work with my coloring book kind of collection. All of the things that I have to work with to complete a coloring page is going to be here in this video. So if you see anything in this video that you like or that you have any questions about, just let me know in the comments below. And I'll also be including my color charts because a lot of people have questions about what I use to note or keep track of my color charts. So I'll start out with that, my color charts. So the first color chart that I ever had, which is the same color chart that I still have now, but I've kind of tried to get a newer one because this one is old and it's about to run out of pages. But this is a color chart that I started out with at the beginning of my journey. It's just a little $3 sketch pad from Target. And in here I had all of my color charts and all of my little notes. And I really like that it was like a not three ring, but it was like a spiral bound at the top. That way I don't have to worry about, pages falling out and worrying about getting in the seams and all that kind of stuff. And it's really good paper. It's really good paper. It's better than copy paper. So this is the first thing I had to work with. And I put everything in here, guys. My markers, my paints, just all kind of stuff. So this has, served me very well. And then on the side, I had all my tabs so that I can know exactly where to go to find a specific, color or pencil set. So I had that here and I really like this one, but I've grown out of it. Then I wanted a nicer one. So I moved over to this one and it was all right, all nice and dandy, but I started to have the issue of my pages falling out. So that stinks. Because it's bound together with this thread and it's already starting to, come apart. So that's kind of disappointing, but I'm just now starting on this one. I don't know if I'm going to keep this one as a color chart book or not, because I'm assuming more pages are going to fall out. And I had in mind to make this one into like my color chart for all my watercolors, like my watercolor pencils and any kind of paints, because it has really thick and it's almost like a Bristol vellum feel type of paper that's in this book. So I thought about using this one for that, but I just don't know. I don't know what to do now. But fortunately, I was gifted this book, Color Charts book, that I plan on using because I really like the way it has the color charts, formulated and everything. I was thinking about maybe I can put my Stickles and different things in this book. But I just wish they had like this other page utilized where I could use this other page, because I feel like that's like a waste of space if I'm not using something that's gonna, bleed through. I might just use this other back page for something. I don't know. But anyway, I might use this book for my favorite pencils instead of using the other one that's falling apart. I also have this color chart book. It's just like a ring little notepad thing. And I have all my alcohol marker sets divided up by colors instead of by name brand sets. So I have all my different alcohol markers, all the browns, so that I can just look at this one sheet or this one section. And if I'm looking for a particular brown, I can say, oh, okay, the burnt sienna in the Touch New brand is the brown that I really want. So that's how I have this one formulated, because I am a color chart fanatic. I actually look at my color charts in order to get like inspiration for, you know, my coloring pages. Before I even start a coloring page, I will kind of like study my color charts to see whether, you know, that's the color I want. But this is a 3-ring binder, a 3-ring binder with loose color charts in it. You know how you get the color chart list out of some sets. And I just put it in here and just keep it for reference. And now I have my 3-ring binder of where I keep my finished pages. So someone was asking the question in a Facebook group, where do you keep your finished pages? So I keep mine in this 3-ring binder here with the protective sheets on them. That's where I keep my finished pages. All right, next, I feel in any coloring book toolkit you need clipboards. So I have a larger clipboard and I have a smaller clipboard that's amazing for all my little smaller pictures that I color. So those are absolutely necessary. I mean, absolutely. All right, next I am going to share with you guys all of my blenders. So let's see. These are my blender pencils also. So I have the Caran d'Ache full blender, full bright blender. I do not like this blender, guys. I hate that I even spent my $6 on that double pack, because I do not like this blender. I like the Prismacolor blender and the Derwent blender better than I like this Caran d'Ache one. But if you have the Caran d'Ache one and you love it, let me know. Maybe I'm using it the wrong way or something. I don't know. But I don't like it at all. So I also have the Lyra Rembrandt Splendor blender. Say that 10 times fast, all right? And I have my white Prismacolor pencils, which I use for blending very, very, very often. I have the Derwent burnisher that comes with the Derwent blender pencil. I have the Prismacolor colorless blender, which I think this is alcohol based. So yeah. Then I have 2 of the Koi coloring brush pens, water-based dye stuff ink. And these are like blenders also. I haven't tried them yet, but I really need to try them. And let's see, what do I have inside of here? All right, there's no more blender stuff inside of the pouch. This is all just my white, like, embellishment things and a black paint Sharpie marker. So I think I showed you all of these in like my marker and pen collection. But these are all the things that I use for blending. Put that back in there. Go on back in there. I don't think all this is supposed to go in here, but it's going to go in here today. Okay, that doesn't want to close. Okay, next I would like to share with you guys my little bottle that I keep my odorless mineral spirit in, and I have a little bottle that I keep my alcohol in when I need those. And next I would like to share with you all of my pencil sharpeners that I have. All right, guys. Yes, I have a ridiculous amount. So I'm going to start with my favorite, absolute favorite one. You guys always see this one in all of my videos recently. This is the Staedtler 2-hole metal pencil sharpener. This sharpener is absolutely amazing. I mean, it sharpens my Prismacolor pencils with no breakage. I use the larger hole so that I can get a very short point. And then if I want a longer point, I'll use the larger hole on like my other pencils. But this works just on about every one of my pencils. This works on every one of my pencils, and I absolutely love it. I have no breakage, and it's just amazing. So that's my #1 pencil sharpener. My second favorite pencil sharpener are these little pencil sharpeners that I got from Sally's Beauty Supply. They're called Beauty K, and they sharpen your pencils with a shorter point too. So I really liked these for my Prismacolor pencils also. It's really nice. And then these 3 little metal pencil sharpeners. This one is from Coom. And I really like this one from Coom. It gives my pencils a nice point, but I wouldn't use it on my Prismacolor sharpeners. I mean, on my Prismacolor pencils. And these are just some little no-name metal pencil sharpeners. And, you know, they're nice to use on my other pencils, not my Prismas. Then I have these cheapy ones that I will never use probably on any type of pencil. And then I have this Coom sharpener. It's okay, but it's not my favorite. I thought it would work a lot better than it does. But I find myself having more breakages with this sharpener. So I kind of use this only for my woodless pencils when I want to catch the shavings and use them for backgrounds. Yes, you heard me right. We're going to zoom past that because we're going to have a video on that soon, okay? Next, I have the Dale 133. I like this sharpener, but I don't use it often since I've gotten it. I haven't used it very much because it gives a very, very long point to your pencils. And I don't use my pencils like that. I don't like sharpening my pencils to a very sharp point because they'll break on me every single time because I'm heavy-handed. And no matter how hard I try, I cannot keep those leads from breaking if the point is very long and exposed. So I rarely use this one. I know I can change the points, you know, or the size from blunt to sharp back here, but I don't want a blunt tip. I want a sharp tip, and this cannot provide me with the short, sharp tip that I usually am looking for. Next, I have the Toggle sharpener. Now, this used to be my favorite for using with my Prismacolor pencils, but I realized that the blades in these sharpeners go dull very, very, very fast. And I didn't want to end up spending $4 or $5 every couple of months on a sharpener. And you can't really replace these blades and brought it back to life. But it was like a headache to go through that. So I just don't use the Toggle anymore. It's just sitting in my, drawer, just collecting dust. But hey, if push comes to shove and something happens to my baby, then I may have to use that Toggle and just resharpen the blade, go through that headache again. And this is my favorite and only electric sharpener, but it's a really good electric sharpener. You only have to put your pencil in for a couple of seconds to get a nice sharp lead. So this is the iPoint Orbit by Westcott. So this has been my favorite sharpener, electric sharpener, since the beginning of my journey. I have not needed to go and find another electric sharpener, but I don't use an electric sharpener on any of my higher end pencils. And maybe if I needed to go through sharpening all of my pencils when I first get them and want to get that protective coating off them, maybe I would use this, just kind of stick it in and take it out really quickly. But I don't really sharpen my pencils when I first get them. I don't worry about the protective coating. I just, go ahead and use them, and then when I need to sharpen them, I'll sharpen them. So I feel I'm wasting my pencil if I sharpen all of them first. I know that, you get a different result when you go ahead and sharpen them, but I'm like, I don't care about the result. I just want my pencil. And, you know, I just want the color on the page. Forget that. So those are all of my pencil sharpeners. If you have any questions or comments on any of the sharpeners that I use, you know, or if you want to leave a question about your favorite sharpener, let me know in the comments below. What's your favorite pencil sharpener? All right, so next I have erasers. So I have this little no-name eraser that is still in the package. I have this Tombow Mono Zero eraser that I don't see what all the hype is about with this eraser, because I don't see what all the hype is about this eraser, because my polymer erasers that I use, they, you know, they work just as good in getting into like small spaces. I just have the end of the eraser and I just use the end right here, and it does just like, you know, the Mono Zero, because this eraser that's in here is a white polymer eraser. So I don't know, I guess it's nice to have, and I got it for a discount on Amazon, so it was really cheap, so I'm not complaining. But if it was regular price, I would not have bought it, okay? Oh, there's some more erasers. I didn't even see those up there. Oh my goodness, guys, I have so much stuff and just don't know what I have. Okay, here's a Prismacolor Magic Rub eraser. It's horrible. Don't get it, don't use it. It will ruin your page. Then I have this eraser here by Colored. It looks like it used to be a white polymer eraser, but I don't know what's wrong with it, but it don't work right for me. And so I like this eraser that's in this pack. And I like the ones that you put on the end of your pencils, or that you can put on the end of your brush. This is so cool, right? And so these come from Dollar Tree. So if you see these guys, pick you up a couple of packs, because these are awesome. So those are my erasers there. And here is my, oh, there's the rest of my erasers. Guys, I have too much stuff. Look, you have to help me crash my stash. Look, encourage me to do right, okay? Here's my Dirty Derwent eraser that comes with the burnisher and the blender pencil. Never use it. Here is the Low Cornell kneaded eraser and a Prismacolor kneaded eraser. These are my extra erasers that go with my Derwent electric eraser. And I think that's all for erasers in here. And my last eraser is my baby. I got tired of having to buy batteries. Oh, it still works. Well, let me be quiet. Anyway, I wanted an electric eraser that was rechargeable. So I found this baby on Amazon. And it is so cool. No battery changing required. I hadn't been using it, guys, because I wanted to wait on you guys. Wait to show it to you before I started using it like crazy. But it was only like, I think it was like $10. And that's like the price of the Derwent eraser. And you do not get all of these goodies. I'm so excited. You don't get all these goodies that come with this eraser. Look at all of this. Okay, so I'll just do a separate review video on this eraser because I have so much to say about it. So you see this eraser and you see that they give you the tiny erasers like the Mono, the Tombow Mono. This, I can't wait to use that. I'm so excited. I get excited, guys, about unnecessary things, don't I? Okay, let me just put that over to the side somewhere because we're going to talk about that later. So those are all of my erasers, I think. So let me move all this to the side. Now, I just showed you my little brush that I use to remove pencil dust and remove eraser dust. So this is just a makeup brush with a soft bristle. And I also like to use like the crease brushes that you can get from Dollar Tree for makeup, or the fluffy eyeshadow brush. I use those to like get the eraser shavings off my picture, because if you use your hand, you might smear your colors or your color pencil work or paint or whatever you're using. You'll smear it. But if you use like the little brush, it won't smear it. I also love this makeup brush here to sweep off my color pencil like dust or like the pencil shavings. That's my favorite one to use. Speaking of smearing your pages, here is my little glove, my Michael Jackson glove. That's dirty. Oh, it's filthy. That's why I've ordered me some off of Amazon. Like a pack of 3 was like $5. So I won't have to have, this one has all kinds of glue and paint on it because I've had it forever. But I use this when I know I'm using like gel pens, or like if I'm going over my page, because my hand will smear my page, my colored pencil work, because I'm so heavy-handed. And if you touch it, it will smear it. Or if I'm using like pastels, it'll smear it if I don't have this glove on. So I have that. That's one of my tools that I absolutely love using. All right, guys. I'm going to try to go fast because this is like crazy, a crazy amount of supplies. Okay, here's my little, it's supposed to be a makeup bag, but it's my travel supply bag. And it's also my supply bag that I keep things in that I don't use often. So here's a little set of scissors. Here's some pencil extenders that are horrible. I have my sanding paper block in here that I can sharpen my pastel pencils with and clean off my tortillions, my paper stumps. I have a few markers in there. I have my X-Acto knife that the top keeps coming off of, and I'm going to end up cutting myself because I'm clumsy. Here's my other X-Acto knife that I got that I really like because I use it for washi tape a lot of times. Then I have my knife in here that I scrape my pastels on. I have a little cutting board. This was at the Dollar Tree a long time ago, and I absolutely love these little sets because I can use this to like scribble the like watercolor pencils on, because it's kind of textured, and you know, you can get your color off of here. And it's a lot of other things you can use this little matte cutting board for. And it had the little knife to go with it. These are the knives that I use for scraping off my soft pastels. Okay. So there's a lot of more stuff in there, but we're not going to go through it. You can see it. It's crazy. Get back in there. Have my scissors in here because I'm always using scissors. So that's that. All right. Next I want to show you that next. I meant to show you this next. Here's some pencil extenders. Got that. Here's my rulers. I have other rulers, but you know how rulers look, so I'm going to move on with that. All right, what else is down in here? Okay, have some super glue. Always need that. And if you like want to know what I use certain things for, just comment below and say, "Hey Nisi, what do you use super glue for?" Just say it in the comments below, and I will let you know. I have a gel polish remover, little scooper metal tool that I got from Dollar Tree. I use this to scoop out my glitter or scoop out eyeshadow or scoop out anything that needs to be scooped out in small portions. Okay. Now, I'm getting tired, guys, already. Okay, stick with me. Okay, so now let's move on to the things that I use for blending my pastels. So I have this, I showed you in one of my videos. I use this for holding my little pom-poms or my cotton balls when I'm blending my pastels. So this works really nice. This is a mini tong from Dollar Tree. Oh, I absolutely love this for, you know, that purpose. I also have this jewelry prong helper. You see that? And little spikes come out and they grab whatever, you know, is there. I use this like a little pin. Put my pom-pom or my, what do you call it? Cotton ball on the end of this. Pick it up. Done. Use that for that. Love it. I got that from eBay for like a couple of bucks. So I think it's on Amazon also. It is. So I'll link below some of these things so that you can find them with no problem. Okay, another thing I use for my pastels are these makeup cosmetic wedges. I also have this blender sponge for blending pastels. They have an eyeshadow applicator pack with 20 in it for blending pastels. I have my cotton balls. Have my Q-tips, my 2 different sizes, the one with the flat end and the pointed end that came from Dollar General, and just the Dollar Tree regular pack. Speaking of glue, we have some Craft Bond precision tip glue pens. We have 2 different kinds of pom-poms. We have the little red ones that come from Dollar Tree and the bigger ones. Okay, so now we're about to get into some items that I use for my hard pastels and some of my soft pastels also, but mainly I use these for my hard pastels. These are the finger protectors that I use to spread my hard pastels. That came from Dollar Tree. This is a pack of Pastel Pushers with the little dotting tools on the end. Now, I showed you in a previous haul video that I got this, a set like this from Hobby Lobby for $5. Well, I took those back because they seemed to be extremely too flexible. So I took those back. I looked on Amazon, saw these for the same price, and I was like, hey, they have dotting tools on the end. I can use those dotting tools, and I like these a lot better. So I use these for my pastels and my hard pastels and my soft pastels, but mainly for my hard pastels. And if you would like to know or have a video of how I use those with my pastels, comment below. Remember, the more comments that I see for a particular video, I'm more likely to record that video for you guys sooner than later. All right, guys, this right here, amazing find. All right, these are some silicone makeup brushes. And I've already used this one to move my hard pastels around. It was amazing because sometimes you need those little spaces. You can't use the finger pastel pusher for the little tiny spaces sometimes. So having that with that like arrowhead shaped in, perfect. And then this is the eyeliner. Can you see that, guys? This is the eyeliner tool, and I can see myself using this for like white accents as a paintbrush. And this was only like $3 on Amazon when I purchased it. I'll put the link below so that you can find it with no problem. And I think that is all of my pastel stuff, and that's how the finger thingy looks on my finger. All right, so let's go to paintbrushes, all that good stuff. Found these sponge daubers at Dollar Tree. I should have gotten a second set because I can see myself using these with my distress inks and different things like that. Oh, let's see. Have too much stuff, guys. Too much. All right, here's my Jane Davenport water brush. I think it's a Jane Davenport. The name has rubbed off of it. I've had it forever. I keep this out because I use it all of the time. So that's one water brush. Here are the rest of my water brushes. I have this huge one here. That's by Kuretake. What? I didn't know I had this one. Oh man, you need to be using that. See, that's when you know you have too much stuff. You don't be knowing what you have. This one's by Kuretake also. It's a fine tip in one. And then I have the Derwent set here. All three of those brushes. Well, where's the bottom to this brush? I mean, oh, those three, those are the bottoms and these are the tops. And these are the two tops to my two Jane Davenport ones. Guys, I'd be so confused. I don't be knowing what's going on in my color and supply collection. It's just a shame. That's why I'm going to crash my stash. Okay, guys. So keeping in line with paintbrushes, here's a little value set that was $1.24 from Hobby Lobby that has some very bad paintbrushes in it that's never been opened because they are horrible. They look horrible. Here are some palette knives that I got from Dollar Tree for $1. I got this from Dollar Tree also, and I use it like crazy. This is like a little water container that you can fill up with water and clean your brushes off and then wipe the excess water off on this little lip right here. So I have that. Got this set of paintbrushes, foam brushes from Dollar Tree. Here is a double-ended bamboo brush pen that I've never used. I guess it's for dipping into ink and writing with and calligraphy and all that kind of stuff. Here is a set of watercolor brushes from Dollar Roni. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna get it right. And it's 7 brushes with nylon natural hair brown tack line. If I could read. Okay, and it was $2.99 for these brushes. And here is a set of Ranger Artist brushes. I've used one of them already, took it out the pack. These are awesome. And here is my little bag full of all of my little paint brushes, my makeup brushes. Whoa, guys, oh my goodness. My cheap little Dollar Tree brushes that I use to like put down glitter and stuff. My Dollar Tree brush that broke. Crazy. Then here are my nicer brushes. Keep those in a separate end. I have all these different colors. Not colors, sizes. Come on, Nisi. Get it together. Okay, I think that's all the brushes. Okay. Moving on. Oh, one more thing. Palettes. There you go. All right. Now for things that I store my stickles in and things that I use to make my stickles, my homemade stickles. I put them in these little jars here. But normally I would put them in this little jar, this little storage container here, because I usually don't make like a whole lot at one time. And then I have this one here that I like putting, you know, different things like glitter glues that I make. I like putting in this one if I make like a larger batch, because it keeps them sealed and keeps them like from drying up. Then I found these little glass bottles here from Dollar Tree, these little mini glass bottles. I thought they'll just be nice to put maybe like some alcohol in, or, you know, something that does not need to be in a plastic container. your odorless mineral spirit, your zested, all that kind of stuff, they need to be in like glass bottles. They actually need to be in a amber colored glass bottle so that the sunlight won't dry them out and ruin their like strength. But I don't care. I'll put them in a clear bottle, whatever. So that's that. Next, we're going to go with our tapes. Here are some colored duct tapes that I use to like decorate my clipboards. Also, here's some more decorative tape that I can use to decorate stuff. They are some coloring do-it-yourself project tapes. Then I have my absolute favorite little buggy thing with all of my washi tapes in there. And I have not forgot, guys. We are going to do a tutorial video soon on how I apply washi tapes to my coloring page. And next I have all kinds of sand. Now I know you're probably looking like, Nisi, what are you gonna do with sand? Okay, I got this crazy idea, guys, to use sand as like, put it in with like some glitter glue or something and be able to like just like put it on a page like Stickles, and you don't have to color your sand. You can just put actual sand on the page instead of coloring it, you know? We'll see if that works. I'll let you know. And the thing that you can use to pour that sand into your little bottle is this little funnel here that I got out of my set that came with all my little Stickle bottles. Okay. We're reaching the end, guys. We're reaching the end. I'm so happy. All right, next we have all of my stickers that I plan on starting to use on my coloring pages. I don't know why I have so many, because I don't use them, but I'm going to start using it. I'm going to start crashing my stash, guys. So all those stickers. Then we have all these diamond embellishments that I plan on using on my coloring pages. Have these borders that I plan on using on my coloring pages. Then I have this glitter paper that I plan on using, you say it, on my coloring pages. So I plan on like using these kind of like I use the washi tape. So we'll see how that works out. Okay, guys, look at this. Uh-oh. Oh, look at that. That's ridiculous. Can you even see it? I don't think you can. Okay. Gonna go through this really fast. Okay, here is my paper trimmer by Fiskars. When I want to cut down a coloring book page or cut down some paper, I cannot cut with scissors a straight line to save my life. So I use this. Here are a few stencils that I use to make these shapes. Here are a few stencils that I got from Dollar Tree. If you can see that. And I have absolutely so many stencils that I had the plan that I was going to use these like, well, I was doing card making for a while, but now I said, okay, I am going to use these in my coloring book pages. I definitely planned it on using this one in my coloring book pages, because you know how some of those coloring book pages have like that super large blank space, like in Johanna Basfer, she has like the mandala type circle, and you color that and then the middle is just nothing. So I figured, hey, I can use some of these stamps to, you know, stamp some cute images and be lazy and don't have to draw anything in that circle. So I have all of these stamps, and we're not going to go through all of them. You see them, guys. And this is ridiculous. Most of them I have never used. So That's it. That's why you see the reason why Niecy needs to what? Crash her stash. Yes, guys. It's all about crashing that stash in 2021. That is it. I have shown you everything in my collection, and now you can critique me in the comments and fuss at me and shame me and say, Niecy, you ought to be shaming yourself. But guess what, y'all? All this stuff costs $1, okay? I paid like $1. That was $2.50. That was over my budget, but dollar. Hey, even though it was all $1, those dollars did add up. So shame on me. So guys, thank you so much for sticking with me, watching this video. I really appreciate each and every one of you when you watch my videos to the end of time. And guys, don't forget to check out the rest of the videos in the collection series so you can see and get some ideas. Maybe it's something in my collection that you want to try out, and you can then comment to me and say, hey, Niecy, try that out and let me know how it works, okay? So please give this video a big old thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and if you enjoyed adult coloring, please give this video a big old thumbs up. Don't forget to consider subscribing, guys. It really helps the channel out. It really lets YouTube know, hey, that channel needs to stick around and make some more videos. Yes. And guys, please don't forget to ring that bell so that you can be notified every time I have a video to come out. All right, so I'm going to go and I'm going to calm down now, and I'm going to go drink a glass of water, and I'm going to take a nap. And I will see you guys on the next episode, okay? Happy coloring. Bye.